Alright, today we're going to attempt to record Madden. I've had some issues streaming Madden in the past straight to Twitch, so we're going to record it and upload it later onto YouTube. So if you're watching this, you're watching it not live on Twitch. You are instead watching on YouTube. That's cool. If this little experiment works, we could probably do some more of these. Who knows if it'll work though? We'll find out. Go ahead and delete that. Start a new game. There they are, my 49ers. Facing off against... Yeah. We'll try that again. I'm basically still learning how to play this game. I have not really played since about 2016, Madden 16. But hopefully we can figure it out and get us a win.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara.
I love me some 49ers.
This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room.
Packers are some good stuff. I like to see what the plan is with Jordan Love.
With the Green Bay Packers. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays.
Alright, I have zero passing ability, so we're going to hopefully keep this on the ground with some type of zone running scheme, play action pass, quick decisions,
The veteran kicker Mason
and hopefully come away with a win.
And we are underway
Oh, we're
from
taking
Santa
it out,
Clara.
baby.
That'll be
Yeah,
taken
we're
in the
taking
end
it
zone.
out. Well,
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard
worth a try.
line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time.
We basically need some content for YouTube anyway. Let's go with the concept.
Have a chance to transmit
Inside
themselves very well.
And like his halfback slam.
Here we go. Black 80! Watch tight end,
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down.
Yeah.
At the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Can't be too afraid to run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll be taken down.
Nice piece of running, Coleman.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That really should have been more of a touch pass, but we got away with it.
All the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go.
So
I like to line up in a run and then change if needed.
Under 10. 10. White.
Go with the play action because they run so much.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Ooh.
That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
And the play of this offensive line is going to tell a big story. And right now, if you're a fan of this team, you're loving the story that they're telling. They've already created
That
some
was
holes
not
in
the
the
right
running game on
call.
this
Should have
opening
bounced it
drive.
back
And they're
inside.
going to need to keep it up.
I thought
for these
Lowry
guys to
was
have a
moving
big chance of
inside, but
victory.
I was dead
Anytime you call
wrong.
an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo.
Run! Oh, man.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike
I
Daniels,
should
in
just
for the
ran it.
sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their
Get
linemen
back
to
there,
get
get back
into
there.
the
Damn it.
quarterback.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Aaron Rodgers, a Northern Cal native, played his college football just across the bay at Berkeley.
I would expect him to get a good reception being back in the home area, without a doubt. They remember how well he played for Cal. But think about how
Get him down.
he thought he might be the first pick in the entire draft. Instead, Alex Smith was selected, and he went to San Francisco. He has to go all the way to 24 before Green Bay grabs him. And there's a guy who's eventually going to be in the Hall of Fame, or eventually was going to be in the Hall of Fame, sitting in front of him. He had to sit for that time, had to learn, had to wait, had to burn for his opportunity. And once he got it, boy, did he make good on it.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
David Bakhtiari, the man. Dante Adams, fantasy specialist.
Plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever
Blitz package
expect.
here.
Excellent footwork. Knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
Rodgers on target here to Allison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get him down.
Rodgers with a give.
Yeah.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Go with corner blitz, see if we can get something there. Let's change it to left side.
On 2nd down. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, we need to bring some pressure again.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go, go, go. Check 50, check 50.
We're scoreless after 1.
Cool. We got a chance to get a
Packers
stop
with the
here.
football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction.
Gotta
They'll
get
try to do
closer
better
back
here
there
on
and
3rd and
cause some
13.
pressure.
Working from
Not
the
gonna
gun.
happen here.
Open man is Allison complete.
Damn it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
The goal for any offense
Get them in
versus
3rd
zone
and long and
defense,
cannot get them
find
off the
holes
field.
where
What
guys
do
are
you
available
expect?
and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers on the money to the
Ooh,
tight
just
end
got
Graham.
circled
And he's
up.
got this down almost to the 20
They
before
went
it's
merry-go-round
dropped.
action on me.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Blue 58. Let's pick up. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Blue 58.
Now a first down
Come
carry by
on.
Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, so many times we
Going
look at a
to
short
one of
run
our
and we
goal
praise
line
the offense for
packages
trying to
here.
set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught.
Nice,
And
Sherman.
he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch.
Yeah.
Taken down, a sack back at the
Goal
7.
line stop.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
If you like the 49ers, you love defense. You like to see that right there.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive.
Now we're going to go into a shortened version of our 4-minute offense here. Try to chew the clock off the wall. And,
No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend.
take the clock down a bit and try to get this in the end zone.
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that.
4-minute offense at least until the 2-minute warning. We'll see where we're
The
at.
San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Coleman, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
13.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he will make his way back to where he started
There's
from.
the
And that's
2-minute
all.
timer.
As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Let's chew the rest of this clock off and see if we can get
Coming up at halftime, we'll take you to
points.
Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis.
No, come on.
Featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier.
Yeah, we just got to throw
Get the
this
coach
one.
some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, switch gear. 21. Wide, get wide.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. There's the
That's my man.
It's Dante Pettis. And he takes us beyond the
Took a bit of a risk there, but didn't really have a choice.
It's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be
They're going to
back
have
at
to
the
try to
36.
get him going.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling
Ain't
they
that
have
Deebo
now,
Samuel?
embrace the way that they're playing.
No way, man.
I know defensive coordinators sometimes they
He had
overthink
that
it.
dumb
Start wondering
man.
how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's
3rd
working.
and 14.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor.
What did we get?
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Oh, man. Gotta go for it again.
Territory needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On the sneak is Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Touchdown here, but not before he does pick up
Get
the
us a
first.
timeout right there.
Now the
Come
offense
up
going to
with
use
a game
the first of
plan.
their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Try to get use check on the outside. We'll look for a good one.
Now this time Garoppolo will throw.
Ah,
And he was hit
I
as
had
he
to
threw
quick
it
release
there
that
and
one.
forces it incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Nope.
Once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Man.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the
Come on,
pickup
let's
on the
stand
last
up again.
completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He completes it to Jones.
Superman down.
Get it
Yeah.
here to the 10-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line.
Ooh,
1st and 10.
got away with
And
one
he's
there.
a perfect 6 for 6 here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, let's get off the field on 3rd down. Let's go. A slight blitz coming.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Get him down. Damn it.
To his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get it up
Yeah,
just short
every
of the
chance to get him
45 at
down
the
right there.
44.
Couldn't pull it off.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there,
zone.
getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Here's Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Complete. This is Lewis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping
Good
for
hold
when you
up
run
there.
drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head.
Get back there, Bosa.
This complete to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down.
Get him.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
To escape, and he goes down.
D Ford on the sack.
Moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion now.
Now the offense
Finally,
has
the
to
defense gets there.
help the
And you have to
defense
find a
out
way to
here.
disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 27.
Damn it.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Garoppolo to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in.
There's one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now.
There we go. Little room.
They bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Garoppolo now. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I have got to learn to touch pass.
Premium and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road. A hard fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll run first down.
Come on.
It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking.
Let's go stop. Come on.
Stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively.
Damn it.
There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure
That's
that
first and incomplete pass.
yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on.
Come on, get him down.
Rodgers going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Defense bailed me out once
How about
again.
The defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game.
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Oh, miss.
Yeah, I like
Damn
it.
it.
Okay, the only reason
Ooh.
I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. That is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
We gotta get this thing in there.
Midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides
Get
of
some
blitzing
suggestions
during
here
the rundown, because
on the
sometimes you get
board.
out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down San Francisco.
So they go to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, cool.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you
Jared
reset.
McKinnon in the lineup.
Up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time.
See if we
off
can
the
get
clock.
Kittle going on this last bit.
He'll look to throw.
Yep, wasn't there. Checked it there.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Back to throw.
Got a pass. That's timeout right here.
That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go. Black 80.
On first down now, run with McKinnon.
Damn
And
it.
this play gets blown up. They'll lose
Go
yardage.
Huddle, let's
Back at
go.
the 17. Call it a full
flood.
3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check it out, read.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver.
Back up
pass.
there.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from
Time
where
out,
they're spotting
time out.
that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Garoppolo-
No!
And I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to.
Wow.
Now they get
Well, what are
there.
you going to do? We thought we were mounting a 4th quarter comeback, and we get stopped just short of a first down and the end zone. But like I said, I'm still learning this game, trying to learn how to get good at it. Hoping to do some tournaments if I can get good at it. But that's just not going to work. Had some great things from the defense. I need to get better at throwing the football, touch passes instead of bullet passes. I don't think I threw one lob the entire time I was playing. But that's cool. There's some good stuff to build on. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. Came down to the wire and just wasn't good enough to get it done. But it was fun.
So that'll do it for my partner,
Let
Charles
the
Davis.
commentary
and the
finish
best darn
up
crew in
here,
the
and
industry.
we'll
I'm Brandon
get this
Gaudin.
on
This has been a
YouTube.
presentation of the NFL
Like I said, I had some
on
issues getting
EA
these
Sports.
types of the games
With that,
streamed,
we say
so we're
so
trying to
long
record it and
from Santa
edit for
Clara.
later. Hope you enjoyed the live.